birds chirping. That's just ambiance, man.
Hey, it is what it is. Oh, and it's kind of exactly, it sets the mood. But I'm just saying it from a
Spring.
standpoint, bro. You might hear, because I'm behind my balcony is the parking lot. So it's like you might hear random people pull up in the visitor spot, which is literally below me, music blasts and all that type of stuff. Then it's like, shoot, because then it's like I'll basically just do my best to hit mute as fast as possible type thing, so that we don't have to take the video down. No, because they be playing like prominent.
Shit! Yeah, didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they be playing prominent, dominant artists. So it's like I gotta hit mute quick as shit just to make sure. Like,
did not even take that into consideration. Look at this, playing 40 chess out here. God damn.
Hey, I'm just doing my best, because I realize. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, the turn up's real. Like, as far as what I'm trying to accomplish, and like just more or less how we were talking about a few episodes back, like trying to defeat laziness and different things of that nature, as far as like procrastination, all that type of stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
The turn up's real. You can't. One can no longer just kind of be like, yo, man, I'm just chilling or whatever. So it's like if you got ideas and stuff like that, bro, like you got to write them down and go above and beyond to like execute them, in my opinion, because it's like these are the times for us to actually achieve, manifest, grow, actually get what we want out of life, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But we all have a different path. We all have to navigate our own way, right? We got to try to find the right way of doing things for us.
I agree. I completely agree, especially with the first thing you said there. Like, if you can't do anything about your idea right now, like it's something you have to put, like, you don't have the money for or something towards that, but write it down, like put it somewhere where you have, like, you're able to, like, not so you won't forget it, but somewhere where you can put it down, like, okay, let's just think, okay, what about this? And then just build on that. Like somewhere you can actually like your memo pad on your phone, like an actual piece of paper, or even like a Word document on your computer. Just like keep something where you can keep developing that idea, like actually like type and put like words and things and ideas down to further develop that idea. That is definitely essential when it comes to, like you said, just getting your ideas out there. Like I said, even if you can't do anything about it right now, because right now I've got some crazy ideas, like for just some crazy ideas, but there's no way I can implement them right now. Just physically, I don't have the means to do it.
Understood.
But that being said, I'm still going to write them down. I'm still going to sit and think, like, how can I do this? How can I get this and do blah, 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 blah. So that's step one, is writing it down. And that's an important step that a lot of people just, I'll remember it all. Don't worry about it. No, write it down. You have a good idea, write it the fuck down.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts, man. Like, anytime I do, like, I have a cool song idea or whatever the case is, and I don't write it down, then like later on I forget it. I'm just like, see, this is that bullshit, because I could have been wrote it. I had a pen and a paper nearby, but I thought, nah, it's all good. Just like what you said, nah, I'll remember it. I don't know, man. It's like there's a weird like arrogance sometimes to us all, in the sense of like the to have those like moments, and like we're all flawed to it, in the sense of like man, like I got this, or your mom or somebody might say to you like, oh, yo, do you need help bringing those groceries from the car? I got it, mom. You don't even trip. Nah. Then you got it, and it ain't nothing to it. But at the same time, you straining yourself when you didn't have to. Shit like that, in the sense of like just those little like, I don't know. But it's just in the sense of we all got to try to put that to the side, in the sense so we can write down our ideas, or do what we're trying to accomplish, or whatever the case is, and may actually allow it to grow like to the best of our ability. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
I just got to check out a situation. Give me 30 seconds.
Not 30. No worries.
On all the person parked and turning off and shit. Nah, bro, because it's like, yo, they be coming through blasting all types of Chris Browns and stuff like that. It's like, bro, don't get me demonetized out this one. No, but I'm saying,
you gotta get monetized first to be demonetized. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing, right? Like,
and man, it used to, like back in the day, it used to be like crazy. You get like a good viral video that'd be like, hey, here's some money for that sort of thing. Now it's like, yeah, it's different, but it is what it is.
Don't get me wrong, man. I feel like yes, 100% we want to get paid and things of that nature off the views or whatever. But on the flip side, it's like we got to get to a position where we're doing the things we're getting paid off like these types of things, and we're not. Oh, 1 second. If you, I'm just simply saying, oh, okay, my man. I was gonna say my man's doing
Oh,
his
good.
thing, but like I said, you can hear all the ambiance, bro. Like he's in a, it's like it's a big ass tow truck just driving around the parking lot. Either way, I'm just saying, like, yo, if we're gonna oh shoot, I think I lost my train of thought, yo, just in the sense of that truck threw me off, bro. Um, trying to remember what we were talking about before the fuck it, man. High thoughts, bro. High
Owner.
ideas, all that shit, bro. And this guy's he's still doing his thing, bro. He could have been made his move, but he's like, nah, I'm reversing, bro. I'm gonna reverse for 30
To make
years.
just 48 backups, just like oh,
Just gotta keep it on mute while he's reversing like that. But no, man, I don't know. Like, regardless,
that's what we were talking about. We were talking about monetization and stuff like that. And
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, say what you're saying. Say what you're saying. My bad.
So
I don't want you to
how I'm starting to look at it is just like, yeah, that's like a goal, like an ultimate goal, I guess. But right now I'm just looking at this like a hobby, like sort of thing, like a passion project sort of thing. Put it that way.
Cool. Yeah,
so
man.
like
That's all right.
Uplift Ultra and anything I do with it is just like a hobby, but it's something I'm like really passionate about doing. So like that's it. That's all I'm treating it as. And anything like I get any views on it or anything on it, it's just cool. Cool. I got some views on that, cool. Some people saw it and some people liked it, whatever,
Yeah, but think about it like this, Trent. Like, if you do feel like it's worth your time and you feel like it's worth you putting your efforts into it, go for it. And like, we can't, not saying you like in particular, but us in general, like I feel like we can't be out here half-assing. Not like, and not saying it in the sense of like we can all have hobbies and things we do on the side that we have no intention of getting money from or whatever. Oh, I like to draw, whatever. I don't intend on selling it to anybody, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Nothing's wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, if you do feel like, nah, bro, like I do want to have my own network one day. I do want to da 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 da. Nah, go for it, man. Because us saying it's a hobby in the term of, because it doesn't make us money yet, we have to put ourselves in positions and make our content / products something that's like viable, or advertisers would want to put like within their system. And it's not like I said, it's not like to you specific. I'm saying because it's me too. I'm in the same box where it's like we want to make sure we're getting paid from what we do. And for right now, as it's growing, yeah, we can look at like a hobby. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like it's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, granted, we want this to be the end goal, like where it's like, nah, bro, fuck that. I'm the creator of XYZ, and all these people help me do it. And then you have like a whole foundation and like infrastructure, and then at that point, it's like, nah, bro, I actually put a plan together to get that shit accomplished. And you all watched it because obviously we're out here documenting. The reason why I look at it like, although we had like sometimes you have to miss certain dates or episodes or whatever for personal reasons or whatever the case is, but if you're gonna go above and beyond to put something out there that's an extension of you, Trent, in my opinion, it's like we gotta go for it. You gotta go 100% both feet in type shit. Though yes, it could start off low and okay, it's just real. I don't even know. I might even show just my close friends. And then eventually it's like, okay, now my close friends are showing their close friends. Okay, now there's 200 people that are trying to ask me when the next X, Y, and Z is coming. And then it builds, and it's like, that's slowly where we at. So it's like, yeah, it could be, it's cool that it's a hobby, but I feel like if it goes worldwide, like I would hope it does, bro, we don't have no one to blame but ourselves in a good way.
We're damn right. Damn right.
You know what I mean?
I like the way you flip that. We have no one to blame but ourselves. Amen. I like that.
Yeah, like it's win, lose, or draw. It's on you. And of course, like we can. Yeah, I mean, I feel like on that. Back to what you were talking about earlier, like when we were talking earlier before we were filming, just in the sense of like the positive vibes, gratitude, things of that nature, bro. you gotta win, lose or draw. You gotta be grateful. You gotta be passionate about your life. You gotta go above and beyond to make sure you yourself are happy, right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, in my opinion, it's like if you can feel fulfilled, bro, that's even better. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, don't feel fulfilled, and it's hard to. You can't save everybody, but as long as what you're doing, if extension of what you're doing, even if it's you getting your pain out, if it helps heal somebody else, bro, you did it. You did your job. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree completely. Especially with the like just being grateful for a lot of things, and that's just always something I've been on a vibe about lately. Is just like it could be a lot worse, but right now, like I have this ability to do like what I want to do and things I want to do. So why not pursue these things to like the best I can, sort of thing. Um, shit, I had another train of thought there, but clearly it's gone. But like just it's just like the fact that we're able to do this and like just able to enjoy ourselves and have like just do this like right here. Like it could like
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like there's times in
share
my life where this wouldn't have been viable at all. So like here
yeah,
we are.
yeah, man. Just the little things, so to speak, you know,
Mm-hmm.
which although they could be quote unquote little things, they could be grand for somebody else, right? Like for real, like running water, little things like if you want to get technical, like running water, family, friends, the ability to have a conscious mind and able body, the ability, like I'm saying, great, like nothing's wrong with this. We all come in all different shapes and sizes, but I'm saying the ability to just think and feel and actually communicate and express what you're trying to express opposed to being held against your will, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
These different things
Exactly.
are huge reasons to be grateful for. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like a lot of us kind of, because we have also have the ability to be lazy or be um, hesitant or be a procrastinator, et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes life just passes by and we watch it. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, it sucks because we can't get time back, bruh. It's the only thing we can't get back. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying to myself, like, shoot, just turned 29, and I'm still thinking about certain things, like certain people who I have conversations with, and it's not about like not like I can only think about it from my standpoint. So it's gonna of course seem selfish to say, but it's like you think about the people who hit you up and yo man celebrate you, how you doing, da 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 da. But then you think about the other people who you know that you guys may have been through like a tougher situation or even like great situation. We won a basketball championship, whatever, and it's like yo, we don't even talk like that. It's just it's different how, but you still got to appreciate life in its process because it goes on. You know, again, like time will just pass you by, and you got to try not to let it. So I don't know. I guess I'm saying maybe we got to be out here building more connections and shit like that, opposed to letting shit fade away because quote unquote life happens. I don't know. We got to
And
steer the
not
ship. You
and
know.
not just creating the new connections, it's like also strengthen the ones you have right now, sort of things too. Like because those are the important ones as well. Like because they're all we have right now in the present, and the present is all we have. The future is undetermined, and the past you can't do anything about. But the present, right now, this moment, right now, we're talking in. This is all we have. So I just try to take things like that. So like, especially like I said, being grateful, but like being grateful for like the people I have in my life right now, for the fucking incredible support system I have in my life right now. Like just the fascinating people I talk with and like can talk with and shit. And it's just amazing. It's just truly amazing. And it's really something like I said, it's there's a lyric, the closest to your hearts to really get the best of you. And I'm trying not to like let that be the way, but like we're all human at the end of the day and it happens, but still like I don't know how else to put it except that basically fuck ripping
No, and that's all good, bro.
fucking
It's just
blasted, dude. Holy.
no, and that's what's up. But no, hear me out. To add to that point though, but it's like we have to remember too the people closest to us, how they can get the best of us in that aspect of because we love them so much, we trust them so much, etc. We got to also, like you said, even though yeah we're human, we got to also remember, bro, fuck that. We got to make sure we're being accountable, meaning not that you can't be the most loving person or let people in, etc. But what I'm saying is, granted, if somebody ever does hurt you or screw you over, etc., that you held dear one time or you loved one time, it sucks, but it's like you got to remember, okay, I allowed these things to happen in the sense of I didn't make myself clear when I said, I'm not trying to do this, this, and this. And she constantly did this, this, and this. Or because it's like hindsight's 2020, so at least you know for the next time. So that's obviously the human part of us, like, because ain't nobody clairvoyant in that regard. You don't just know the future. But what I'm saying is we still have to be accountable in the sense of understanding, okay, man, my cousin is always asking me for this, this, and this, man, and he's like leeching off me, but he's my cousin. But see, that's the thing. He's still doing something bad to you in that, or you might feel like some type of negative way or whatever about what he's doing. We got to still be able to be accountable and nip that shit in the bud, so to speak, you know?
It's a balancing act. It's like anything in life, it's a
Yeah.
fine
Yeah.
balance. Like you're cutting yourself some slack, but also not cutting yourself so much slack. You're just letting yourself get away with shit, basically, or everybody or anybody else, or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, man. And that's it. It's, you make changes and you kind of adapt as you go. But like I said, like as I'm saying, as life progresses, bro, and like different things happen, people get older, we get older. It's like you never, you'll never be that same person you once were. Like experiences happen, they change you, and then it's like, shoot, you look at yourself like, I've been adapting this whole time and growing this whole time. But is there like some type of end to the growth? I know for some people, yeah, they cap out maturity wise and all that other stuff, and they just stop at a certain point. But and it's not even about judgment. It's, unfortunately, it's about the actions they show you. But
We're not talking to those people though.
that's what I'm saying. We're speaking to the people who are genuinely trying to make changes, right? So it's
Exactly.
like if we're moving forward, sometimes you ask yourself questions like, yeah, like is there an end? Is there an end to this growth and that? And if there isn't, like if we just endlessly grow, endlessly learn, that's why I say in the sense of things that are hobby that you genuinely like, that you might not be getting paid what you want yet from it. Hey, bruh, go for it and make sure that no matter what the situation is, like you can, that dash in the middle of start date and end date, that dash in the middle, like you chose to do what you, especially when you got to a point of consciousness where you're like, yo, I gotta break out this matrix and do what I want to do in life, blah, 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 blah. Bro, you gotta go hard and it's only you at the end of that point, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Amen.
It's just my opinion, though.
No, you got to, like, this is the only thing we have, right? Like
Yeah,
this is the only thing we have. So we got to do what we can with it.
and I don't think people truly grasp it, yo. Like, and it's not about on some like, oh, it's never about life, death in the sense, but it's like those are the two certainties, I guess you can say. So it's like you got to make sure whatever else that is you can quote unquote control throughout that process, bro. Mold it to the best of your ability so that it helps propel you and helps you. You know what I mean? If it's a person life that you know you have to let go of, unfortunately, let go of them, bro, because it's gonna propel you forward. You gotta take your life, you know what I mean, in your hands. Steer that motherfucker, bro. Steer that motherfucker, you know?
Yes. Like you are the master of your own destiny, really. Like you really are. Like your actions, what you do now, like what you plan to do for the future and shit like that. It's really all a matter of what you want to do, basically. And yeah, that's it. Like you just circumstances be what they may, but like, man, you just got to work around it and you got to find your way around it. That's it. You got to adapt and overcome.
And it makes more sense, like the fact that sometimes you almost think like, shit, was this obstacle put in front of me on purpose? Like on some like, this has to be a test right now. Like you be looking around, like looking up, like you on Punked with Ashton Kutcher or some bullshit. Like this, because it's like you gotta look around and think about it. Like, wait a minute, I know this shit. There's some camera somewhere. Somebody's acting a fool, trying to film this shit and capture me and my reaction because I know this didn't just happen. And then you're thinking to yourself, like, nah, you know what? Let me cool off before I catch some type of felony charge, or you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, is
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
as
yeah. I hear you,
terrible as
man.
it is? But it's like, nah, bro. Like, you're just not trying to go to that extreme because it's like for you to come out, for example, and like you're in a mall parking lot, you park your car, nobody's beside you on either side. You come back and both people are parked so close to you that you can't even get in your car, and you're sitting there thinking to yourself like, "Oh hell no, this is a super packed parking lot." And for me to go into the mall and try to find the people who own these cars is outrageous. Granted, you're not thinking on the mindset of trying to break down both their license plates and then going to the guy who has a megaphone and you know what I mean, trying to work a deal and give him $20 so you can call up the, you know what I mean. If you want some genius level shit like that, that's different. But what I'm saying is, for the average Joe, you gonna be pissed and sitting on the hood of your car waiting until they come back, right? It's like that's all you can kind of do, and especially in these days and times where you anything everyone's phone is out, so you're gonna get captured if you're just trying to confront some man about why he parked so close to your nice car or whatever. So I'm just
Hmm.
saying reasons why people get upset, and then there's reasons why you got to cool off and just be like, bruh, you know what? Not worth it.
It's
Not
right
worth.
there.
Yep, yep,
That's
exactly. It's
all it
not worth.
is.
Yeah,
Um,
you can read that if you can read that out because it's like I feel like that's a super poignant observation.
it says be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. So like, be nice to people because you don't know what the fuck they're going through in their own personal lives and whatnot to at this moment in time. So like that's just how I try to roll, basically. And yeah, I just roll with the punches. Like you what comes at you, you just deal with it. Like you if it's something bad, you just kind of like I said, roll with the punches. You roll away from the impact and hopefully lessen the impact of whatever happens. But it's still, you just work with it. You just jive with it, move with it. That's all you can do.
Facts. That definitely seems to be the case, man. Definitely.
Especially these fucking days, man. Jesus Christ.
Just makes
Can't
you
even
think.
buy fucking clothes right now.
I know, and it makes you think how when you go to like just in like a nutshell, when you go to these certain stores and they have certain places like boarded off and wrapped up with yellow tape and stuff like that, so that's basically saying do not grab anything from here. It's like, man, what are we doing? And
Uh-huh.
then like on another note, bro, like I'm about to say something. Well, I seen an article and you may have seen a similar one. And I don't know. Hopefully, this isn't too touchy of a subject, but
No
he's
worries.
basically saying like it was like a bill that the Canadian government's trying to pass to try to like censor like all types of like internet accesses and social medias and things like that. You may have seen it.
I saw
It's like
that. Yeah,
a
yeah.
yeah, like a bill they're trying to. And I'm only mentioning this because it's like these people really want to try to muzzle and you know what I mean? Like just on some just dictatorship type thing. Like, yo, we get to control what you're seeing. You can only search for these types of things on this site. It's like,
Mhm.
bro, what we doing?
It's just really about controlling like who gets it. But right now, like the algorithms on this shit does a pretty good job of that. Like it does that, and then they come in like afterwards and just like third party ban people or whatever and do stuff like that as well. But like it's so crazy, just like the whole like it's another one of these bills they've tried to pass, and this one is just another one. And I hope it gets defeated like the ones that have come before it, because the ones that have come before it were just the ones that have come before it were pretty rough. Like I can remember some like back in like the early 2000s, like the early 2010s were pretty rough. There were some like
Yeah.
fuck, there were some pretty rough ones, but this one I know you're talking about like crazy. Like it just makes no sense. But it makes no sense to me, but it makes sense to them perfectly because they, like you said, they're trying to clamp down on who can say what at the same time. Like, and at the same time, I kind of understand it, especially with this response, like this whole like fake news stuff and like the whole like all this like it's hard to believe anything you read online anyways. Like
And that,
they always
no,
told you
you're
never
right.
believe it. They always tell you never
Right.
believe anything you read online, but there was a period in time where you could believe pretty much anything you read online because hey, this is fact checked, and there's some academics behind this sort of thing. And now forget
Oh,
about it.
and what sucks is like sometimes they come from certain sources that you feel are like trusted sources in the sense of that they are like a legitimate company, meaning they may have been sued a 1-2 time for their stories, but they might not have been sued at the same time. They might actually not have been sued for like the see, like I don't want to name any specifics, but I'm just saying certain newspaper companies that you might be like, oh shoot, they've been around for 70 years. Okay, maybe they've been sued a 1-2 time, but a lot of their stuff checks out. And then you see it on one of their types of websites, types of thing, and you're saying to yourself, okay, shoot, this might actually have some legs to it. The fact that they actually are trying to do these things to censor us.
The internet is a very complicated place, and it has made everything else more complicated in that
Yeah.
sense because
Yes.
yeah, like we're saying 4D chess, like that's a thing. Like people are just like it's
Yeah,
crazy. Like
tripping
it just
out
makes
like
everything mind-boggling.
on the different levels they're playing up here, then they bring it down here, and then they tripping, and it's like, all right, what we doing? But yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
You're right, man, and it is complicated, but and it's like in the time where things are quote unquote complicated, Trent, I'm out here doing my best to just simplify shit in the sense of simplify my thoughts or how I'm trying to express what I'm trying to express or whatever the case is. Because at least once you tell somebody direct, like, hey, I don't have no other intention behind this statement I'm saying right now. I'm just saying what I'm saying because I mean that shit or whatever. You know what I mean? And then it's like after that it's done. Like I'm not holding some type of grudge. Like say it was something negative, like you express like that. You're not holding some type of grudge. You're just expressing that you don't like the like I don't fuck with the fact that you did that. You know what I mean? And then we can move on. Yeah, but life for some has to be complicated. I'm trying to simplify it like that. Let them know what it is, and then let the person kind of digest it or react how they will. You know, good or bad. Not to say it's anything always bad, but just you gotta be honest and genuine, and so that people don't think you're always he has an ulterior motive. She has an ulterior motive. You don't always want that.
No, I agree. Especially keeping it simple, like especially with someone like me who overthinks and just has like anxiety and stuff like that. It's so much easier just keeping things simple, like keeping things just like the only thing like I go complicated are is like trying to like my knowledge and like expand my knowledge and stuff like that and try to learn new things. But as far as everything else, yeah, keep it simple. There's no point in making your life extra complicated for no apparent reason.
But yeah, Trent. Otherwise, how you doing health wise? How you feeling?
I'm fucking great, man. I've been hiking a lot, like a stupid amount. And yeah, working with my uncle a lot. So I've been doing a lot of manual labor and physical stuff. So I'm feeling pretty good.
That's good, man. Getting your body right. Hopefully, you're drinking lots of water, doing your thing. You're
Always,
staying hydrated
always,
now in this bullshit ass time. Yeah,
always, always.
for real. That's what's up. That's what's up for real. That's what's up. Yeah, man. You know, we gotta keep it. We gotta keep it grooving and gotta make sure we feeling good and feeling healthy. And that's the most important thing because to get through, regardless of if you're financially up, down, if you're morally, whatever, hey, health is first. So it's like hopefully if you're feeling good and you actually propelled to want to get up and go and do things and hopefully you can have a more fruitful life if you know what I mean in that regard.
The change of the season definitely helps. Like now that we're able to actually get out and enjoy the weather instead of being cooped up because it's too goddamn cold. So now it's like, hey, we can go out for a hike because it's like nice out today and the sun's out. Let's go out and hike around and whatnot. So I find that I'm way more active in the summertime and springtime and like late, like early fall. But like, yeah, winter's always just like, nah, I don't want to go out in that. No point in doing that.
No, and it makes sense, bro. But it's like as much as I complain about the winter, I realize that I enjoy going out in the winter as well. Depending on, like for example, if I'm out there with a young lady, we're walking on some nice scenery area or whatever. There's snow shoveled. It's cold. There's snow on the sides of the sidewalk, but the sidewalk shoveled, salted, whatever. On a hot chocolate type of tip, just chilling, whatever. You know, you're doing your thing. She's your girl, whatever. You might just be walking from point A to point B, like from wherever to the grocery store or whatever. But them little types of little vibes where you don't always have to just, yo, man, let's get in the car, man. It's freezing, man. you can at least enjoy a little bit of the time, especially if it was a sunny day, even though there's snow on. I'm just saying as an example, like I thought that I would be, regardless. Of course, days are just freezing cold. I'm not trying to ever say that that's not true. But what I'm saying is, on the days where it is a little bit like it's like doable. Like you can at least like make it through the day and go outside at 1-2 time, and maybe if you had kids or nephews or whatever, play with like the younger people, and then get back inside and everybody's drinking hot chocolate or whatever near Christmas time type shit. I don't know. It's like that type of weird, you know.
There's a nice comfortable like area with it, I guess. Like when you go out
Yeah,
and like toboggan all friggin' day, just going down the
little
hill
things
and
like that. Yeah.
yeah, something about it. There is something about it.
Yeah, it's weird. The kids got the quote unquote rosy cheeks because it's just the fact that their cheeks are just cold as shit. But you know, it's funny because it's like that's the type of shit that like I'm just saying in the sense of yes, you're 100% right. Summertime, springtime, everybody loves being out there. But the wintertime, for me personally, it has those weird like dope little areas where it's like, yeah, man, I could vibe out and chill on the balcony and just burn a ting and just be chilling. You know what I mean? And because you know it's cold as shit, but if I want, I can step back inside in a few minutes. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Right now
man.
is not too bad because the bugs aren't out too in like full force out in the bush. Like they're coming. Like the black flies are pretty bad, but like they're not like it's not June. It's gonna
Word.
be at that point. It's like you get the black flies and you get the mosquitoes. Oh, that's the best. That's just the best.
But yeah, man. See, that's the only thing that sucks too sometimes about like on the flip side. It's beautiful, it's warm, it's gorgeous out. Oh, yo, it's bathing suits, all that. Next thing you know, here come the swarm. Mosquitoes, dragonflies, all that, anything that's like, yo, I'm gonna bite that ass is
Horse
on you.
flies are way worse.
That's why it's like sometimes, you know, it's never about saying that I don't want the summer. It's about saying certain things that come along with some certain animals coming from the wilderness that into like the little like how you can have a nice parking lot, like how we discussed a little bit before, and like random
Have you seen him
weird
again?
stuff. Bruh, I didn't personally see him, but like you might be walking in the hallway, bro, and you might hear two people talking about, yo, man, apparently, no, there's like a random like wolf that's been spotted in the back or whatever. And I say, all I say is like, see, people just be talking, bro, because it's like, it's funny that Buddy, I'm saying Buddy, the wolf is like causing a ruckus, but nobody's like really doing anything about it, so to speak. Like, as far
You
as
can call
like,
animal control. That's about the most you can do.
that's what I'm saying. Then they come there, chill for a little bit, and then after that, they, you know what I mean? They leave or whatever. And it's like, because you have to actually capture that motherfucker as far as if you were trying to capture it. But it's like you have to actually go into like the little wilderness, my G. You can't just, of course, and it's like late at night, I promise you. But lately, man's be at the back just doing their thing, music blasting from their car, burning it down, all that type of shit. They just vibing, right? And then it's like, because it's warm and nice out. So it's almost like a little party vibe. So it's like the wolf ain't gonna come when he hears all that shit because he thinks maybe he might be thinking all types of danger or some type of, he knows people are there type shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like if it's me just by myself, quiet, burning herbs. Next thing you know, I hear my man's come out or the next man. I don't know. I told you the story about like how next buddy seen him and I was on my balcony. Like I was
When
on my
no,
balcony. No, yo, okay, my bad. I might only told I thought I told you too, but anyway,
you told me
yo,
you saw him walking across the parking lot. That's it.
now Buddy was over there. I might have, if I did tell it, but I'll just tell it quickly again. Buddy was over there,
Definitely
like,
didn't tell it on here.
okay. Well, Buddy was far as shit, bro. Like he was like near the back, basically where I'd be chilling in the parking lot, burning it down. When I saw him, he's doing this thing, burning a joint or whatever, and like I don't think he has a car. Like I think he just might be kicking it with somebody here, and went out back to burn it down, and then was gonna go back type shit, right? My nigga was chilling, vibing and shit, burning it down, and the wolf comes out of nowhere. Buddy turns around and goes, whoa. He still has his J in his hand, burning it down as the wolf's like basically like kind of circling him, pulls out his phone and he's just recording. and the wolf just keeps walking. Like he doesn't harm him or nothing. He just goes around him in a kind of not like a circle, but like a half circle, and then just keeps it pushing. He basically was going around. I was dying, yo. I was like, yo.
God damn.
Buddy was just watching, like, so whoever he came back into the building, he had to have shown and said, yo, peep game. This shit is lit. Like, but I say all that to say, bro, like, beyond that type of shit, like in nature and all that in the summer, like, and animals, bro. Obviously, it's always a better time. But I just was saying, you know, as far as winter goes, that there's like a nice little vibe sometimes, you know. Select times when it's doable. But yo,
Oh, yeah.
man, we if you chilling and shit, I'm chilling, yo. We can get up out of here though, in that regard, and holla at chop it up after if that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
game.
Need to go
Yeah,
eat some
man.
fucking
Okay.
food.
Well, hey, to the people listening, you already know, like it's always a positive vibe, and that's what we trying to do out here, yo. My name's
Always.
Grant,
I'm Trent.
and this is Ultra Fly Talk. Thanks for rocking with us. Peace.